Hi everyone, welcome back today. I wasn't going to talk about any of this, and I was just going to keep it to light, fluffy stuff, favorites and fails. But the problem is it's like right here on the tip of my tongue, at the front of my brain, and I feel like I just need to like get it out and then move on to the fluffy stuff. Can't get in the zone until something else has come out. I'm not even really sure what I want to say. I don't know what I want to say. I feel like I'm already coming off like I'm really annoyed, and I'm not. I'm not annoyed. I just feel the need to kind of defend myself again. I think I've said all this stuff before, but I feel like I gotta say it all again. And it's a few comments and messages that I've gotten recently that kind of triggered all this in my head, but now I'm not sure I want to talk about it again. It feels icky. Okay, so when Ken and I moved back home from our year abroad, I debated for a long time whether I would continue making videos while we're at home, whether I would vlog much at all while we're at home, share much of our life at all while we were back here at my mom's place, because I knew I was opening myself up to a lot of criticism. I knew that, but I figured I just wanted to kind of keep it as real as possible and show you my life as it's playing out in real time. That's what I like to watch, and when I thought about people coming to my channel to watch what they would want to see, would they want to see me covering up a huge portion of my life and what a career change and living abroad and all of that looks like with hiding a bunch of it, or do you just want to see what it really looks like? And for us, it looks like moving in with my mom after being married and living abroad for a year, which we're super lucky to have this. Beyond happy to be here. It's been the best 6 months. So obviously we get a lot of comments saying, why the heck are you living with your mom? Shouldn't you be moving out? Why aren't you nursing right now? Why would you be shopping when you're living in your mom's house? I mean, when they're said in the right way, I'm happy to answer those questions, but sometimes they're not so nice, and it's definitely, you know? That's exactly why I considered for a long time not sharing all of this. I'm glad that I did. I'm happy with what I've put on my channel in the last 6 months, but it still leaves me with the feeling like I need to defend our life choices and where we are and what we're doing and all that. So yes, we are living at my mom's house. Yes, I am not working as a nurse right now, and that's not because we have to live with my mom. We have money. We could have moved out to Vancouver and got ourselves a nice apartment to live in while we're in this kind of transitional phase right now, but we didn't want to. We wanted to live with my mom. We both made that decision. Mom doesn't want us to leave now. Like, she loves having us here, and we're super lucky to have that, because not only does it save us a ton of money, but we love being here. Like, even if we had an apartment in Vancouver paying $3,000 a month or something, we'd be driving all the way out here all the time to be hanging out with mom and the dog. Like, that's what we want to be doing. The situation works for us. We're happy. And I would say that we're really proud of our year abroad. People wonder how we could afford to do that, and then that's probably why we live with my mom now. Not the case. We're both really good savers, and we saved a ton of money for years and years and years. Ken was very lucky to land an amazing job when he was really young, early 20s, yeah, and he worked at that job for many years, and he did extraordinarily well and saved majority of what he made. I was working as a nurse, working overtime shifts and all that, so we're both really good savers. We were very comfortable when we moved abroad. We paid everything off in full. We have no debt. We still have plenty of savings now. We're very comfortable even now. So yes, I do still do some shopping, even though we're very lucky to be staying at mom's house. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do feel a little bit like maybe I shouldn't be doing these videos now, because I know a lot of you probably subscribe for the travel vlogs and seeing the adventure of moving from country to country and all that, and that's just not our life right now, so that's not the content that's going to be going on my channel at the moment. So I apologize if what's on my channel right now isn't what you subscribe for, but just know that we're not going to be here forever. This is not our long-term plan to be here in this room at my mom's house. Good things are coming. There's lots happening behind the scenes. I mean, you got to keep in mind that we share very little of our life, 15, 20, 25 minutes per week of what goes on. So there's lots of things going on. There's lots of things coming down the pipeline for us. So if you're hanging in there for more exciting videos, just know that they're coming at some point, just not at this very moment. I also just wanted to say that it is a very small percentage of you that are critical of how we're going about things over here, and even smaller percentage of you that would actually voice it and comment and send me a direct message or an email. So I know majority of you are very supportive and understand our choices, how this is all played out for us. So just know good things are coming, exciting things are coming. We're working on the next phase, and it's gonna be good. Let me tell you that. Okay, I hope that didn't come off too like I was attacking anybody there. I just felt like I needed to get something off my chest, because when I get these comments coming in, it's not often, it's just every once in a while, and I'm just like, felt like I needed to say something. So there it is. It's all out there. That's what was making me sweat. We're all on the same page now. I hope all that made sense. I think that's all I had to say. I don't know. I feel like I just blabbered on for the longest time. Don't even know what I said, kind of blacked out there. Okay, but moving on to a much lighter topic, favorites and fails. I have 2 fails and a whole bunch of favorites because I haven't, well, not that many, more than my usual 5, because I haven't done this in a couple months now, I don't think. I think it's been 2 full months now. So let's jump into it. I think I'm gonna start off with fashion, because fashion's always my favorite. Okay, first up, what I've been reaching for the most in the last couple months, I would say, are graphic and retro style t-shirts. So the one you saw me talking about a few vlogs ago, I think I purchased on Amazon, and it is this guy, the Rolling Stones retro vintage style. It's not actual vintage, but it looks kind of vintage and worn out. From Amazon, I think it was 13 bucks Canadian. But I just loved the colors in it, and it was black, which all my other vintage style t-shirts are more like colored or light tones. So I went with the black one. It's actually a men's version, but it's small. Like, I ordered small thinking it was gonna be huge and I'd have to shrink it a bit, but it fits more like a lady style, like a square shapeless kind of t-shirt basically. Yeah, so it fits exactly how I wanted it to fit. I usually wear it tucked up, or just kind of folded on itself up like that to make it a little cropped, because I don't like long shirts on me. Yeah, I've worn it with jeans, and I've worn it with my Amazon leggings a ton. I actually wore it just like not a workout shirt, but we went out to the park, to the baseball park, to hit our baseball bat around a little bit. And I wore this with my Amazon leggings, and it was super comfortable. So that was a good buy, but a few others that I've been reaching for a lot. Well, I'm wearing one of them right now. This is actually a thrifted version. I don't totally love the phrase on it. It says troublemaker, which I'm definitely not. But I loved this color, this bright blue, and then mixed with the bubblegum pink kind of color. It's originally from Forever 21. I doubt they still have it because it was thrifted. I paid $3 for this sucker, but I just loved the color mix of it. It's kind of like 80s colors. So yeah, love that one too. But the other 3 I have here are very, very unique. These were actually my dad's when he was younger than me. He wore these. So they're quite small, very shrunken, kind of ragged, but my sister and I saved these years ago. They were gonna get rid of them. But we thought, no, those are definitely, you gotta keep these. These are pretty cool. And they came from the actual places that are labeled on them. Like, this is from Lake Tahoe. This one is Key West, Florida. With the collar, this one's gotta be my favorite. Can you imagine some guy in the 70s wearing this? That was my dad. So the big fat collar and the bright stripes with this like pale yellow base to it. And then this one's pretty cool too. Retro Adidas from the 70s. So thank God my sister and I saved these. Look at the tag on it. Retro Adidas. They look tiny. It's hard to imagine a grown man wearing this, but I guess they've just been washed so many times that they've shrunk down to a perfect dandy size. So been wearing those, very comfortable, soft, and they were free. And I've been wearing them with everything. Like I said, my workout pants, denim, skirts, colored items, like stuff that I wouldn't normally pair them with. And then the second item is something I've talked about a lot, my Amazon leggings. These are as good as everybody is raving about them to be. As good as everybody is saying. So they're $24.99 American on Amazon. I believe they shipped Prime as well. And they come in like 30 different colors. Without exaggeration, I think they're about 30 different colors. And they're just so comfortable. I cannot say enough good things about these. Super stretchy. They've got like the double thickness in the front here to hold in any tummy issues you might have. They've got a little card slot in the front there. They're nice and high-waisted, even higher in the back. And these are the ankle length, so they hit at a nice spot on the legs. They're quite flattering. They are a bit thinner than the Lululemon ones, I would say, but I find they hold me in quite well, and they've held their shape. I've washed them a couple times now and they've come out fine. I just don't put them in the dryer because the dryer can fry the elastic in them, and they'll hold their shape better for longer if you don't put them in the dryer. But they went through the washing machine just with all my other stuff and they did just fine. So I got them in extra small. I can't remember off the top of my head what color these ones are, but I'll link them down below. I just purchased the army green color as well, so those ones are going to be great for flying and travel and just easy to pair with a bunch of different things. And then the other fashion thing I wanted to mention, it's not a specific item, but it's an idea or a way of styling. Something that I'm really drawn to right now, which is kind of like the 90s style, bright colors, bold patterns, mixing all sorts of patterns together, which I'm not really used to doing. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite difficult. Whenever I want to try to do it, I go to Pinterest first to make sure I can kind of try to replicate an outfit, because otherwise when I've done it on my own it just didn't really work that well. I still love my neutrals and stuff, and I find that really easy to put together. It comes natural to me, whereas this bold on bold print or mixing of prints, it's not coming as natural, but I do love it. I love the way it looks on people. So I'm still working on it, but a few things that I've been working into my wardrobe lately. My green sweater. You guys have probably seen this a couple times now. I've worn it probably 5 or 6 times already, but it was thrifted. It's from H&M, but this color in particular I have found I'm really drawn to this color. I love the heavy knit. It's got like a cropped kind of style to it. I've worn it with jeans. I've worn it with printed skirts. I actually wore it kind of unintentionally in my spring haul a couple videos back with the yellow and blue plaid, like 90s Clueless skirt that I tried on in that video. I had it on with this, and quite a few liked that combination as well. I love it. Not, again, pairing a bright green sweater with a yellow skirt isn't something I would normally do, but now it feels right and I'm going with it, so it's kind of perfect for spring and summer. That's the one I've been wearing probably the most, this bright green color. The other item that I found in this color is kind of like a muumuu style dress. Again, it was thrifted, but it's super long, completely shapeless, just has a little slit down on the side here. I think actually I found it in the ethnic section in the thrift store, but I saw the color out of the corner of my eye and I was like, oh, what is that? And I pulled it off the rack and it was this big giant shapeless dress, and I thought if the dress doesn't work out, at least I have some fabric to work with. I could chop it off and make it into like a crop top of some kind, or just do something else completely with the fabric, but I actually ended up keeping it in its original state and I love it. I've just been wearing it with a white belt across the center here, just keeping really clean lines. This feels more 70s to me, much more 70s, 60s, 70s, but in the same kind of color with this bright Kelly green. So love that one. I've been wearing a lot of yellows too, yellows, oranges, like tangerine kind of colors, really bold. This one's polka dotted, but I would love the idea of putting something on top of it that is printed. I'm just not sure exactly what I'm gonna put on top of it, but I wore it with a yellow cardigan, just yellow on yellow, 2 different tones of yellow though. And I really liked that the other day, felt very summery. And then this bright pink is another one that I'm really into, especially this style of skirt in this pink, where it sits high at the waist and then it's just kind of a long slip style skirt. It comes down quite long, so this is gonna be perfect. I even love it with pairing, where is it? There it is. With the pink skirt. I feel like a new person with all this kind of newfound style, but, or with the green Oh yeah, bright green and the hot pink and the blue. What is coming over me? I don't know what's going on here, but I love it. So I think out of these things, this is the only one that I can actually link. This one's very inexpensive find and nice quality. So I'll link that down below, and the Amazon leggings and the t-shirt if you're interested, but the rest of it's thrifted. So I can try to link things similar down below, but they won't be the exact same items. Okay, I wanted to throw in one quick consumable. I found it when we were down at the family cabin a couple weekends ago, and I haven't seen it here in Canada, but I probably just haven't been looking hard enough. So if you're of age, head over to the cold beer and cider section. You'll be looking for a drink called seltzer. I think it comes in 3 different flavors. The one that I had was the berry, and it comes in a cucumber and one other flavor that I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I was initially drawn to it because of the packaging. It has a really retro looking case to it, and the can as well. But the flavor it's a great low calorie option. I think it would be awesome for like really hot days like we're having today. Oh, that would be delicious. But it's like a carbonated beverage, brewed beverage basically. I think they're about 5% alcohol, so equivalent somewhat to a beer. They're low carb, low sugar, low everything. I think they're about 100 calories, 95 calories a can. If you see those, pick them up. You won't regret it, especially if you have a pool to drink them in. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, and then 2 beauty items. I don't often change up my beauty products very much anymore. I hate spending money on things that I'm not sure I'm gonna love. I think I actually already talked about this briefly, but it was kind of still in my trial phase at the time. But I've been using it for a good few weeks now, the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. The little one that comes in the pink bottle. Verdict's in, I love it. It gives you, if you're really afraid of clump, then you might not love it. Although I don't find it clumpy, but the first few times I used it, I thought, ooh, this might make a big mess. I'm gonna start all over again. It gives you, on like just one swipe, it gives you a really natural first coat. I usually give it a few good swipes on each eye, and then I'll go fill in my brows and just to let it set a little bit, and then throw in another coat, and it gives you really nice, thick, bold lashes without making them super clumpy. It makes your root look nice and dark, so it kind of looks like you're wearing eyeliner, but you're not. I love that it's from the drugstore, although even drugstore mascara to me is not that cheap. I think it was on sale about $9 or $10. So that's why I picked it up. I had to try it. And most importantly to me, as you know, I've probably said it a million times, I sound like a broken record, but it has to come off easy. I cannot stand a mascara that flakes, and then in the night I got raccoon eyes all over my face and I have to rub some kind of cleanser to get it all off. It has to come off like a breeze. All I do is run my fingers under warm water, and then I just kind of gently press my fingers into my lashes and it melts away. I still use a makeup wipe all over my face once I've done my full wash, just to get any kind of residue and excess stuff, but very rarely is there much black left on that cotton pad when I remove this stuff. So very happy with that. I'm glad I, took the plunge and bought that $9 mascara. And the second one is a blush. I've been using the same blush for probably since nursing school. That was a long time ago. But I recently went through my own collection and found this guy. Thought I'd give it a try. It's a Milani blush. So again, very affordable. It's in the color 03 Berry Amour. And I'm terrible at describing color and whatnot, but I would say it's pretty similar to the one I usually use. It just has a little bit more, it's probably a little bit darker, but it's kind of a peachy toned. It just works really well with my skin tone, but I think it would work really well on a lot of people. It has a slight glow to it, which I really like. I don't like a really matte blush. I like it to have a little bit of glow. So it's not sparkly, but it's glowy. It just leaves your face looking really nice, fresh. Yeah, it's good. Okay, and then really quickly, 2 fails products I want to kind of give you my final verdict on. One is the Other Mascara by Essence. I think I showed you this in the haul when I bought it. Tried it a few more times and we just couldn't get along. If you like a really natural lash, then you might like this. A single coat will give you just a little bit of a darker lash, but I just couldn't get it to build to the point that I wanted to. I mean, for $3, I think it was $2 or $3, it's not a terrible mascara, but the kicker for me was that it is a horrendous mess at the end of the night. I had giant raccoon eyes, literally down to my cheek. Like I said, I had to rub it all off and I hated it. Just the thought of putting it on again the next day, I was like, ugh. I was already dreading having to remove it at night. So I probably only used it 3 or 4 times, and it was pretty clear it wasn't going to be a long-term relationship. But luckily, my mom's in need of new mascara, and she only uses mascara like once a year. So this will do the trick for her. She's already called it. It's not going in the trash. The other one is the Cake Dry Shampoo. This one's made in Canada, cruelty-free, vegan, all the good stuff. I was really hoping to love this stuff, and I did give it a good go. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm still gonna use whatever's left in here. But the thing with me is that it's not cheap. I think it was like $12 or $13. It has an amazing smell. It does smell like cake. It smells like vanilla icing or something delicious. It makes me hungry every time. But I just found it never really got my hair feeling clean. And I need that. I have really thin, fine hair. So by day 2, I'm in need of a good either wash or dry shampoo. This just wasn't gonna cut it for me. I had to use, I'm not kidding, I reapplied this. I took it to Whistler with us many weekends back, and I should have packed my Batiste as a backup, but I only brought this with me. It was a bad idea. But I had to reapply it probably 3 or 4 times that day. Each time we came home or made a stop at the house, I'd have to blitz myself with the stuff again. It just never really got my hair clean. It smelled nice, it smelled washed and sweet, but my hair, I swear I put like half this bottle on my head in one day, and my hair still felt really weighed down and greasy, just dirty. So unfortunately, no. I'm hoping they'll make other products. I'm gonna keep trying their products because I mean, I love the packaging, I love the smell. I do like the dust version of their dry shampoo. It just it doesn't keep my hair shine, so I kind of stopped using that one as well. But I just keep coming back to my good old Batiste. Can't beat it. Yeah, bummer. Okay, this video is gonna be much longer than anticipated because of my earlier chit chat and jabber. Hopefully that wasn't horribly boring for you guys to listen to, but I feel better having it off my chest and kind of clearing the air. And thank you for listening if you did, and thank you for being supportive if you are on our cheerleading team. Thank you. And cheers to whatever may come next. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We're going to take you along with us, whatever may happen. You're gonna follow along the journey, and we're gonna keep it as real as possible, and it is what it is. This is the whole thing with YouTube. It's like, what do you share? What do you not share? Dilemmas. I hope you enjoyed the video anyways. I'm gonna put this down. And if you did, I would love if you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribed if you haven't already, and follow along on Instagram if you want to. It's just at Andreaclare. Full disclosure, I haven't really been on there in almost 2 months now because I just didn't really like it. I almost deleted the whole app because I just didn't like looking at it, but I just decided to kind of take a back seat and just be a consumer of Instagram rather than a contributor. So I haven't posted a single thing over there in some time. This is where I'm most active, to tell you the truth. But I think I'll hop back on there at some point because I have been taking some videos and photos and stuff, so I'll probably pop those up on my Instagram at some point, but not until I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, it's just, at least for the time being. I'm sure that'll change at some point. I'll turn a corner. Okay, thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.